Okay, my friends, so I want to make another video regarding these electric coolers or portable coolers or mini refrigerator type things. I made a video before regarding a different model or a different brand, but I wanted to find a more reliable brand. So what I did here is I found me a used Rubbermaid. This is one of those plug into your vehicle, and it does have a cold and hot. The red would be hot or warm. I've only used the warm once. It's fine. It keeps your food warm decently, but I mean these things are in my opinion much better for cold. Now, very few people saw my other video regarding the other two that I had. The little Frigidaire that opens from the front, looks like a little refrigerator type thing. I'm sure most of you, if you've been looking into one of these, you probably stumbled onto that one a lot more than this style. And then the other one that I was comparing it to was a brand called Kohler, and it opened from the top as well. Now this one and that one, they're actually pretty similar in as far as size is concerned. So from here to here it's 13, from here to here it's 10, and then the width is 7. Now here of course is where you have your strap. This one, since I bought it used, it didn't come with it, so I made a strap out of this belt, and then I just Mickey Mouse sewed it over here on this side. The other one that I had, the lid came all the way across from here, but it had a flat part on the other one. This one only covers, the actual little container part, and of course it has two little cup holder thingies there, and this is where you place your cable when you're not using it. This is going to be the mechanism that keeps it cold. Now, as I said before in my other video, when you use these things, including the little Frigidaire with the open from the front type door, that one could hold 6 cans, 12-ounce cans. This one can hold 9, just like the other one. But when it comes to just plugging it into your car or even other devices that have wall for your house capabilities, this one does not. This is only for your vehicle, for your 12-volt thing. AC/DC, I think is what it's called. It honestly is not cold enough to be worth anything. 30 bucks, 20 bucks, 50 bucks, 80 bucks, whatever. It's not worth it. It really isn't worth it at all. So the trick that I showed you, if you saw the other video, and that I have on this one here, is to actually throw ice in there. And when you plug it in, that's what keeps things super cold. Now, I went ahead and put 3 cups of this 28-ounce, my cup here, it's 28 ounce, so I put about 3 cups of ice in here that I could fit, because I only have two 12-ounce cans, and then I have these 2 long, those like extra long cans right here. And so, as you can hear, it is melted, and there was not a whole lot of ice in there. But take a look at that. That right there is a solid block of ice. And of course that ice, since I threw ice in there, ice cubes, some of them melted and some of them got stuck together. So because over here is where the whole freezing or heater mechanism works, that turns into a big block of ice. So again, this device here, because it opens from the top, we can throw ice in there. And that, my friends, happened within about an hour and a half of me throwing the ice in there and plugging my device in. So it happens pretty darn fast. So again, if you don't throw ice in there, these things are okay. They're not great. I honestly wouldn't even recommend them at all. But throwing ice in there, it's a very good idea. And look at that. I'll finish work 9 hours later, and that sucker will still be a nice block of ice. And you can hold 9 cans in this one here. This is the Rubbermaid. I believe it's going to be about a 7 liter. And the other problem that I had with the other device was, or the other model, the brand, the Kohler brand, was that 2 times this thing burnt out on me. And I consider that to be extremely dangerous. I'd never heard of that brand. It's a cheap, made in China, even though it's probably made in China too. But for Rubbermaid, they would make higher quality products. So I would recommend this device here, open from the top, a brand name like Rubbermaid. Don't be buying some, bibbidi boppity boo, brand made in China like everything else, but for these brand name stuff, they make better stuff. And in fact, this entire cable and plug or socket there, the whole thing looks much beefier, much higher quality material. And the other one, I kept it, but I just threw ice in there and it wouldn't last too long. And this was happening even though it was 100 degrees outside, and still, like I said, within about an hour and a half, that was already a block of ice, and that'll stay there like that until keep that plugged in. That'll keep on there for at least 9 hours. When the last time I did it, my experiment, after 9 hours, I still had a big chunk of ice in there. So my sodas, my drinks, whatever you want to keep cold, definitely keeps things very nice and cold in there. So in any case, my friend, if you're looking for these portable refrigerators or mini coolers or whatever that are, electric, buy one that opens from the top, throw some ice in there, and you just saw that big block of ice for your drinks. So that'll definitely work. I wonder if the person who sold it never threw ice in there, or maybe they just, I don't know, because these things are incredibly useful if you go on a road trip. We've taken the other one to Arizona before it burnt out, and it's like a 7-8 hour drive for us, and it stayed nice and super cold because it had ice in there. But anyway, if you're interested in these, get this model. I would recommend a well-known brand. Okay, thank you.